Hi, my name is Greg Palliot. I'm with West Roofing Systems, and welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Roofing. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to easily raise slope on a commercial roof. So if you've been on your roof and you see ponding water everywhere, just like a big pond of water that's supposed to be draining off the roof but isn't, also called standing water, whatever term you want to call it, but it's not good to have that water on there. The roof was designed to run water off the roof in a certain amount of time, and when it sits up there for weeks and months, it does a lot of bad things for your roof. It could freeze on there. It could add structure or weight to your structure. It needs to be run off there. So I'm trying to tell you just the easiest way to get rid of that, and the easiest way is to spray foam. Because once you get rid of the wet insulation, you can just spray foam on there. It's fluid applied, and it's easy to manipulate the slope. Just do more or less foam. You make your custom slope on there, and it's done deal. Which is a lot different and a lot more cost effective than traditional roofing systems, which I'll get into that real quick. So on traditional roofing systems such as TPO, EPDM, the single plies, or built-up roofs, if you wanted to manipulate the slope on those roofs, you would have to remove the wet insulation, um, taper the new insulation. So if you're unfamiliar, they come in insulation boards. So just say, a 10 by 10 section might have an inch of thickness of insulation board, then it's an inch and a quarter, then an inch and a half, and 2 inches, whatever it might be. But that's how the slope is created with a different thickness of insulation board. So you would install that new insulation. Then you have to fasten the membrane over top of that, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But the problem is piecing it all together to the existing membrane that's already in good condition. You have to, I don't know what kind of stuff you have to use, but it's just like kind of a Frankensteining kind of a roof there. You have some stuff that's new, some stuff that's not new. Piecing it together, there's just a lot of user error involved there. It's I'm not saying it doesn't work. That happens all the time everywhere. But could have a perfect installation and it'll work perfectly fine, but just a lot more time intensive and more room for user error than using spray foam. So if you do use the spray foam route, you have to remove the wet insulation. Like, no matter what, you don't want to have wet insulation on any roof. So we identify and remove that. You install new insulation. Doesn't have to be tapered. Just put flat polyurethane board down there, and then spray foam over top of it. And if you want to run it off a little bit, just spray more foam here, run it down to the drains or the perimeters, wherever you want to do. Um, so that's really it for today. Just wanted to say there's a difference between spray foam and the traditional method of raising slope. But if you want to learn anything more about this today, there's a link in the description to the full article. But I hope you learned at least one thing new today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.